Now we're going to set up something which makes us all very, very proud. ये जो तिरंगा है ना, when you see it scaling not just the skylines but way into Antariksh, and when you know that there is Shakti behind it, and you feel so much more proud. So while there's a lot more to be done at the grassroots and further empowered and enable her, she has already done a lot to secure Bharat and ensure the enemy thinks twice before training its guns at us, because Bharat's arsenal is stocked with intercontinental ballistic missiles that will make many sweat. Not just think twice, never think about it actually. Our next Shakti has helped the country take rapid strides in missile technology. She has played a pivotal role in the development of the Agni series of missiles, becoming the project director for Agni 4, and continues to inspire generations with her remarkable achievements and unwavering spirit. The Missile Woman of India, Dr. Tessie Thomas, and as she comes up, I'm going to request another pride of Network 18, Palki Sharma, to please come up along with Dr. Tessie Thomas and take this conversation forward. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. See all the ladies, I'm going to take pictures of all their saris, for posterity. Thank you, thank you. Now we're going to set up something which makes us all very, very proud. ये जो तिरंगा है ना, when you see it scaling not just the skylines but way into Antariksh, and when you know that there is Shakti behind it, and you feel so much more proud. So while there's a lot more to be done at the grassroots and further empowered and enable her, she has already done a lot to secure Bharat and ensure the enemy thinks twice before training its guns at us, because Bharat's arsenal is stocked with intercontinental ballistic missiles that will make many sweat. Not just think twice, never think about it actually. Our next Shakti has helped the country take rapid strides in missile technology. She has played a pivotal role in the development of the Agni series of missiles, becoming the project director for Agni 4, and continues to inspire generations with her remarkable achievements and unwavering spirit. The Missile Woman of India, Dr. Tessie Thomas, and as she comes up, I'm going to request another pride of Network 18, Palki Sharma, to please come up along with Dr. Tessie Thomas and take this conversation forward. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. See all the ladies, I'm going to take pictures of all their saris, for posterity. Thank you, thank you. Now we're going to set up something which makes us all very, very proud. ये जो तिरंगा है ना, when you see it scaling not just the skylines but way into Antariksh, and when you know that there is Shakti behind it, and you feel so much more proud. So while there's a lot more to be done at the grassroots and further empowered and enable her, she has already done a lot to secure Bharat and ensure the enemy thinks twice before training its guns at us, because Bharat's arsenal is stocked with intercontinental ballistic missiles that will make many sweat. Not just think twice, never think about it actually. Our next Shakti has helped the country take rapid strides in missile technology. She has played a pivotal role in the development of the Agni series of missiles, becoming the project director for Agni 4, and continues to inspire generations with her remarkable achievements and unwavering spirit. The Missile Woman of India, Dr. Tessie Thomas, and as she comes up, I'm going to request another pride of Network 18, Palki Sharma, to please come up along with Dr. Tessie Thomas and take this conversation forward. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Kick the bucket without doing something remarkable for the country. So being 75th independent anniversary of the country, something has to be done different. And STEM and women don't go together. That's the greatest myth people have. And they keep saying that, oh no, I don't think you're too good at this. So I was like, no, we got to do this, and that too with rural India. So handpicked about 750 children from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari, all the states and union territories, 10 children from each government school, put them together, brought them online because due to COVID, got them online, taught them what is a satellite, what is a rocket, where does a satellite sit in a rocket, what is space first, and then got them to understand the components that go in making payloads, and got them to code that and send them to us. And then my team integrated the whole satellite. So
That's
this is how,
hugely inspiring.
yeah.
Ma'am, I firmly believe that there is seriously this myth about STEM and women. All of you are breaking it one by one and breaking it with such force. You're here, you're here. We also have, Dr. Tessie Thomas seated there. And Anuradha TK, for everyone in the room, she was the first woman satellite project director for ISRO. She's helmed key satellite launches such as the GSAT-10 and the GSAT-12. Tell us about your journey, ma'am. What brought you into space, and what does it feel like when you're seeing, the next generation of Anuradha TK and Srimati Keshan and a Tessie Thomas seated on stage?
First of all, congratulations to Dr. Keshan and her team. It's a wonderful thing to see that in India, such movements are happening, that the rural children are encouraged. That's something fantastic. And coming to your other question, that women in science and technology, to tell you frankly, it is a myth which is created by West, not in India. And if you really see in all your families, your sisters, your daughters, you want each of them to take science. I mean, it's a natural course, unless someone is very, passionate about doing commerce or arts or any other thing. I think it's a very common thing that girl or boy today, at any economic background, they would like to pursue science, and they want to continue as doctors or engineers. It's a very common thing in India. I think it's nothing unusual for us, even from ancient India. And so was it for us. And for me, I don't know how much I can take time. For me, we grew up in a very free environment in our family, and we were always encouraged to ask questions and debate. Do not accept as it is, whatever is told, and you have to reason out. And we were 4 sisters at home, no brothers. And
That must have been a lot of fun.
oh yeah, it was. Though I miss sometimes, I wish I had a brother. So yeah, it was like, debating all the time. Take anything, whether it is mythology or science or anything that is happening around. We would have debates at home, and we were very inquisitive, and we were encouraged to be so. And that's the way we grew up. And we did not have so much pressure as children that you have so much of homework and
You
like
have to get 100,
today's children.
100 on 100 in everything.
No. In fact, even my parents never insisted. And in fact, once I think I got, just when I moved from my vernacular school to English medium school, I really had a tough time adjusting, and I got pretty low marks in biology, not in maths or physics or anything. In biology, I got less marks. And I was really afraid what my father would say, because you had to get signature in the report card. And he was I'm surprised the way he said, okay, next time you do better, that's all. I mean, there was no insistence that you had to stand first. You had to, no rat race for us.
So the freedom they gave you, in a sense, liberated you to pursue what you wanted to do.
You put it very beautifully. I believe in that. We have a beautiful quote, Sa Vidya Ya Vimuktaye. It means education is that which liberates you. If you don't get liberated, you haven't been educated, right?
That's a brilliant way of putting it.
That's true. So that's how we grew up, and we had total independence to choose what we want to do. And my elder sister, she became a medical doctor. And my parents had an inclination that I too should take up medical thing. I don't know. I got a seat too, but I was not interested. I remember my father was already on transfer. He was here and there. He was in government job. And he sent a telegram. Those days we didn't have a phone at home. Let Anuradha join medical. Then I told my mom, no, I'm not joining. That's all. Next day, one more telegram came. Let her join what she wants.
And that was probably the best decision.
Yeah, I mean, I would make decisions for myself, and so were my sisters too at home. We were all very independent and,
Got it.
that way.
Dr. Keshan, why do you have this mission to educate girls in India, particularly from government schools? Why do you think space education will be important for them? Beyond the fact that it looks great, the fact that these 750 girls worked on a satellite that India has launched, what's the larger impact? How is this going to help the country?
Well, that's a brilliant question. The facade of Indian rural children generally internationally is, you carry a mud pot, torn clothes, walking on a deserted path. This is what is picturized everywhere, in all the magazines that you see. I wanted to break that. I wanted to say that, these are not Indian girls. The Indian girls are more powerful if you give them a platform. So give them that platform. And in fact, for this year's UN Girl Children's Day, what we did was the children who worked on Azadi Sat, they were in their rural attire, but we gave satellites and rockets in their hands and sent that to UN, and it was published everywhere. So we said, no more Indian girls with mud pots. They are with satellites. And space is the future. Everybody is talking about it, and they want to, I think this is a platform, I'm sure, I know if I'm going to voice out, they're going to be brickbats, but I would love to voice out saying that the West always loves to trounce upon that Indians are snake charmers still, and we wanted to say no. Our girls, rural India is also powerful. So what are you talking about? People sitting there in ISRO and everything. They are even more powerful. So we will launch Chandrayaan at the first shot. Mangalyaan, first shot. Everything is possible. So this kind of a power I wanted to give my rural children, so that today they stand as a testimony to the rest of the children, rest of the youth of the country as leaders. How many children you should ask this to them.
In fact, I'm going
I
to
think
get
you should
them to
ask them.
talk.
Yeah, how they feel about,
Right.
what's the transformation they had.
Right. So we have, kids from Kerala, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, or up, Bihar and Tamil Nadu. So one of them will be speaking in Tamil, two of them will be speaking in Hindi, and she's going to be speaking in English. We will translate it for the benefit of our audience here. நீங்க முதல்ல சொல்லுங்க உங்களுக்கு எதுக்கு ஸ்பேஸ் பிடிச்சிருக்கு சேட்டலைட்ஸ் பிடிச்சிருக்கு என்ன ஆகணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க
என்னோட பேர் ஜே குகப்பிரியா. நான் தமிழ்நாட்டில் மதுரை மாவட்டம் திருமங்கலம் அரசு பெண்கள் மேல்நிலைப் பள்ளியில் 12ஆம் வகுப்பு படிக்கிறேன். ஆசாதிசா 2 எங்கள் 780 மாணவிகளின் கனவு. ஆசாதிசா 2 அன்னைக்கு பிப்ரவரி 10ஆம் தேதி 780 மாணவிகளின் கனவுகளையும் எங்கள் கனவுகளின் அரசி டாக்டர் ஸ்ரீமதி கேசன் அம்மையார் அவர்களின் கடின உழைப்பையும் அதை எங்களுக்கு கற்றுக் கொடுத்த 11 இளம் விஞ்ஞானிகளான சகோதரர்களின் அறிவையும் எங்கள் பெற்றோர் மற்றும் ஆசிரியர்களின் ஆனந்த கண்ணீரையும் சுமந்து கொண்டு வெற்றிகரமாக விண்ணில் சீறி பாய்ந்தது.
You want to...
She's from a background that, absolutely rural, and she says it was a dream we've never dreamt before, and this has really transformed not only our lives, our parents' lives, everybody's lives, and we wanted to be thankful for this whole mission.
What she's being humble about is she owed a lot of gratitude to Dr. Keshan for making her dreams come true.
ஆசாதிசா 2க்கு அப்புறமா எனக்குள்ள ஒரு தன்னம்பிக்கை வந்துச்சு. இன்னும் நான் நிறைய கண்டுபிடிப்புகள் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். என்னோட எண்ணம் எல்லாமே ISROல சயின்டிஸ்ட் ஆகணும் அப்படின்றது.
That is easy to translate. She wants to become a scientist at ISRO. All the very best to you, and we will interview you 10 years later or 20 years later as a scientist, maybe as a project director.
Thank you so much.
आप बताइए आपके बारे में, आपको अंतरिक्ष में इतनी रुचि क्यों है, आप किससे प्रेरित हुई हैं?
वैसे तो मुझे साइंस में पहले से ही इंटरेस्टेड थे, लेकिन जब से मैम के द्वारा ये मिशन चलाया गया और ऑनलाइन क्लास के द्वारा मुझे जो टीचिंग मिली, इंफॉर्मेशन मिला स्पेस के बारे में, उससे मुझे और भी इंटरेस्टेड होने लगा और मुझे स्पेस में और भी इंटरेस्ट होने लगा.
और आप क्या बनना चाहेंगी बड़े होकर?
आई वांट टू बिकम इन द साइंस फील्ड.
एक्सीलेंट. आप बताइए आपको क्यों इंटरेस्ट है स्पेस में, अंतरिक्ष में, सैटेलाइट्स में?
माय नेम इज़ हिना साहू और मैम ने जब हमें ये मिशन कराया, इसमें भाग कराया हमें, तो सबसे पहले हमें नहीं पता था कि अंतरिक्ष क्या होता। हम सोचते भी नहीं थे अंतरिक्ष के बारे में। हम सिर्फ देखते थे कि हाँ होता है, पृथ्वी में के आगे भी कुछ होता है जो हम आसमान में देखते हैं। पर जब हम इस प्रोग्राम में भाग लिए तब पता चला कि अंतरिक्ष क्या होता है, अंतरिक्ष में क्या है। तो जब हमें प्रोग्राम करते जाते थे, मतलब किए, तब हमें लगा कि नहीं, हमें इससे आगे बढ़ना है। अब हमें अंतरिक्ष में आगे बढ़ना है और जाकर देखना है कि अंतरिक्ष से हमारा भारत देश कैसे दिखता है। जैसे हमारा
Superb. One after the other, these girls are just remarkable. They deserve a bigger round of applause. I'm going to let the girl from Kerala have the last word. Tell us what your dreams and aspirations are.
My name is Nashita Afnaniyam. I am from Kerala, Sidi Sahib Memorial Higher Secondary School. Firstly, I'm very proud and very happy to part of the Sasadi set, and a very big thank to our sweet, charming Srimati Kesan ma'am. And our girls are hidden in a 4 walls. They could not come forward to show the talents to the entire world. But in this project, our Srimati ma'am gives our girls to opportunity to show the world. So I am remembering an African adage: if you educate a man, you train a man. If you educate a girl, you train a village.
On that brilliant note, huge round of applause to all of you. I think all of you would have seen that Mission Mangal movie. If there's a second version, we have 4 people here. 4 girls who can be part of it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can be more generous with your applause, please. Not only are they so talented, but look at how confident they are when they speak, these young girls. Pramadama pasting ani hai. Superb. Well done, ladies. This young girl, these girls. Superb. Superb. Chandra, I'm going to request you to please present a memento to Dr. B.K. Anupama. And then Srimati Kesanji, and also all the young scientists of the future. Bright minds. स्पेस से भारत कैसा दिखता है आप देखना चाहते हैं, आप स्पेस में जाके अंतरिक्ष की उड़ान भरिए, भारत सब पीछे छूट जाएगा. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Quickly together, a huddle in the center, and we'll take a lovely picture, everybody. Center पे आ जाइए, या जल्दी से. Lovely. That's Shakti, present and future, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's get a move on. Ladies and gentlemen, Rising India Shakti is very special to us, but just like the flight of a fledgling needs the solidity of a branch or even Mother Earth to take off, an initiative such as this also needs the backing of solid partners who believe in the cause. So I'm taking this opportunity to thank all our sponsors, all of them who stepped forward and said we want to back this initiative and who have helped make this possible. But foremost among them is Quest, our main sponsor, who embraced the philosophy of Shakti and told us, "Tum kar sakte ho." So may I now request News 18 Network's very own Shivani Gupta, who's known for her plain speak. Shivani, come on up. And we're going to have, as we welcome Mr. Lohit Bhatia, President Workforce Management at Quest, to talk about Shakti in the workforce. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, and a very warm welcome, and thanks to all of our audiences and guests. I'm Shivani Gupta. I'm in conversation with Mr. Lohit Bhatia, President, Workforce Management at Quest Corp. He comes with an experience of over 25 years across industries such as textiles, auto components, and services, with a focus on product and services, sales and business development, along with proficiency in manpower outsourcing programs, with emphasis on managed services across industries. I do thank you, first of all, for partnering with us. Why is this initiative so important to you? Let me begin by asking that.
So first and foremost, I'll take a second to thank every woman in this audience and out there. This Nari Shakti, this She Shakti is absolutely to be celebrated every day, every moment. So that's the first. Why is it important to us? So Quest started with very humble backgrounds in a 3-bedroom apartment in Bangalore 16 years ago. In these 16 years, our journey has taken us to 6,400 towns and cities, where we deploy over 5,25,000 people today. But what gives us bigger pride is the 92,000 women who call Quest their employer every day. The second most important point there is around 6,000 people with differential abilities also find Quest as an employer. But the one data point that we've often seen missing, and even in our data point, you can reflect on that, 5,25,000 total people, about 100,000 people with diversity. That means we're just at about 20%. I think that is the one thing which needs to be changed and changed every day. Everybody does not have the same benefits. For parents to take them up to an IIT or an IIM, many of them require the stepping stones. And if you enable them those stepping stones, then we'll see the kind of power in this room magnify and multiply 10 times over.
So let me ask you the tougher question. What is it that makes that difference? So if you could elaborate on Quest's initiatives that help women particularly at the workplace.
So very importantly, the first thing at an enterprise level at least is a goal, a target, and something which is driven from the top. 2 years ago, our chairman, along with our CHRO, went to the board and made a presentation when we were just about 22% of women in employment within Quest, the core employees, and set a very, very ambitious goal, saying that by 2023, we will have 33% women at work, and by 2025, we'll have 50% women at work. I'm glad to report to you, as I sit in front of you today, we've already crossed the 33% mark. We are at 35%. And we are well on the way to be 50% and thereabouts. Now, strategy is important, but execution is even more important. So internally, what we've done is we have a HER program, H-E-R. And what we say is we tag job roles, profiles, right through the entry level to the leadership. And we say these are reserved only for women. We don't just stop there. We take it to our business leaders. And some of my business leaders are in this room today. This becomes a target to them. They have to not only open those job roles only to women, they have to ensure that they come into the system, and they come into the system with open arms and a red carpet. And beyond that, you have to make it easy for them after they come to place of work.
You know, I was going to ask you exactly that question. From my grandmother's generation to my mother's generation, every generation has faced issues, and I have, of course, grown up as any woman would, learning about what those issues were. And as a young woman professional, I feel some of my issues are different. I want to ask you, what is the issue, or what are the issues that today's woman in the workplace faces, and how do we solve those issues? Have you identified those issues first up?
So I think over the centuries, some issues have remained constant. And women will typically, in my opinion, have 4 hurdles or 4 M's in their life. The first M or the first hurdle would be marriage. And I'm not saying it in the wrong way. I am married. I love my wife. I found her in school. We both started dating when we were just 9 years, in the 9th standard. And since then, it's gone pretty steady. So marriage is important. Please let me put a caveat out there. But that becomes the first hurdle for a woman. The second hurdle for a woman is maternity. The third hurdle for the woman is medical care. And medical care both for your own aging parents and your parent-in-laws. And the fourth hurdle is motherhood and becoming a mother as your children start to grow up. They get to the middle school, they finally get to the 10th standard, the 12th standard. The burden eventually goes back onto the woman. So as Quest, very specifically, we've tried to address each of these. After the HER program brings a woman into the system, we also encourage them to stay for longer. So the first program that we run is called GROW. And once a woman is into the system, how can she go from the junior management to mid-management to senior management? The second one that we have, which the senior women leader anchor, is called Queen. But this Queen is with slightly different spellings. It's QWEEN, and that is Quest Women Employment and Engagement Network. So all senior leaders, all women senior leaders at Quest have to mentor and buddy all the junior women leaders and navigate them through these 4 M's or these 4 hurdles at the workplace, which, mind you, they are going to get. I'll add one more point and just one tactical thing. We added and we changed our leave policies. And one of the policy we added was that if you're a parent of a child going into the 10th or the 12th standard, both father and mother will get a leave during the board exam. So we are telling the men, please share the burden.